Here's your daily dose of Tottenham by the latest Tottenham news, all in one place, under 3 minutes. Hope you're keeping well. Let's get straight to them, shall we? Thomas Frank spoke about Xavi Simons not starting in the 10 against Wolves. Frank said, I think it's trying to get the right balance into the team. Also for me to learn the players and their best players on the pitch as well at the same time. He came on against Brighton as a 10 and did well. I think when he got into it today as a 10, it didn't really work out. That wasn't just him. The whole team was out of sync. I think Wow and Rodri, a reminder that is Paulinho and Bentancur, have been great for us so far, and Lucas has been fantastic. Thomas Frank spoke about Richarlison, how he gets him into the game a bit more. Frank said, I think, for example, I think Brighton, he did many good things, but I liked him a little bit more in the box. I felt today he was more in the box, and of course maybe didn't land it for him. And then I think also it's fair to say, especially in the first half, we played mainly against a team with 11 players behind the ball, which always makes it a little bit more difficult. I think actually even Haaland could be eliminated in that situation. So a little bit more space, a little bit more open, then you can create more opportunities. Thomas Frank was asked on, is there a frustration from the fans, and does that make it harder for Vicario and others to remain as calm and patient as he would like in games? Frank said, I definitely think it's not easy now. I need to look at the situations back, but at the top of my head, it looks like we could have also helped him a little bit more in those situations, opened up a little bit more, give him more options. There were also one or two he could have done better, but hey, that's part of it. It's not easy, but that's not to say he couldn't have done better. Thomas Frank spoke about Paulinho and Bentancur and about how they, against Bournemouth in midfield, also against Wolves, and where Spurs struggle for creativity and whether he got that selection right or not. Frank said, I'll always look back at it, but a good old coach told me once along the lines of, once you picked your team, you did that for a reason. You don't know what would happen if you picked the other one. Maybe you could have lost 2-0 and it could have been worse. So I need to go back with what I believe in, of course. That is not to say I'm not watching the game back and not reflecting, thinking, could we, should we? You never know. I actually think the first half was quite good and we created enough. We would like to create more, yes, but yes, after I took Rodri out, you could say it didn't work because we lost a lot of structure, so who knows. One thing is for sure, we need to do a little bit better in the second half. Thomas Frank was asking whether he has an issue with Tottenham play. Paulinho celebrating in the corner and taking his shot off, and there's still 2 or 3 minutes to play. Frank said, I don't know, I celebrated myself, but of course I noticed after I could see he didn't have a shirt on. I know we wanted to go for the next one, but you can see there's 3 minutes left and it looked a little bit disjointed. Should we go for it? Where are the positions? It's fair to say we struggled a little bit with creating that chance. So the 1-1 was probably a good point. Of course, we still lose. It feels like at this point we didn't win the game, but I think it's a positive that we kept in the game and got that point. That's your daily dose of Tottenham by the latest Tottenham news, all in one place under 3 minutes. You're now up to date. Thanks for watching. Hope you're keeping well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Come back for more. Like, subscribe if you're new. And most importantly, a massive come on, you Spurs.